Hello everyone, my name is Weapon, and today I'm going to be showing you how to swap out your MacBook Pro hard drive for a new drive. First of all, I want to show you guys something. Sorry. This is a old MacBook Pro, kind of old. This one's the one that they made a few years ago, maybe 4-ish years ago. Alright, so the way I'm going to show you how to do this actually only works for this line of MacBook Pros, the ones that are actually disassemblable. I think I said that right. Alright, so for the new ones that came out like a year or so ago are much thinner. This one's about, I don't know, an inch, a little bit less than an inch thick. Alright, the new ones don't have the CD drive, and they are much thinner. And the reason they're much thinner is because they're actually glued together using some kind of thermal epoxy, right? They did that so that it'd be lighter and cut out a bunch of stuff, right? The issue is that I cannot upgrade those laptops. So as a computer scientist, I can't really go in that direction with the laptops. Alright, got my Iron Man here. Right, so you guys that have the new ones are kind of out of luck. Basically, I think what Apple wants you to do is sell that laptop and then buy a new one, but that's kind of screwed up. So today we're swapping for it says 500 gigs, but actually that's just the box. I only got like a 250 gig or 40 gig or something drive. Tools, you're gonna need some tools. You're gonna need a screwdriver set. Actually, you just need a Phillips set, but this is overkill, so I'm gonna keep it like that. Alright, by the way, before we start, make sure you do have a backup of your system, because if you don't have a backup, then you're screwed. You already know that. Alright, make sure you got the cord for that, and make sure it's a current update. Alright, let's take a look at the drive. Make sure we have it here. Oh, and there it is. This is a SSD. For those of you who don't know, it's a solid-state drive. I prefer solid state. Of course, it's much faster than the spinning drive, and well, it's safer. Oh, we got some. I don't know. This is some kind of mounting bracket or something, and CDs and stickers. Yes, awesome stickers. Cool. All right, let's start. I'm going to be fast forwarding through quite a bit of this because I don't want to take up too much time. Just want to let you guys know some basic info about Apple and the fact that you can't upgrade the new ones. All right. Alright guys, so if you notice here, there's a bunch of little size screws here, and the resolution isn't too good, but a bunch of little ones, and there's some long ones here. Okay, so there's going to be like 3-ish long ones depending on the model you have or the MacBook. What I usually like to do now is actually just take a picture of the screws near the hole they belong to, so that you know how to put it back together. So I have my phone here, and I will be taking a picture just to make sure I got this right. Alright, the next thing you're gonna do, make sure your you're powered off, by the way. Just so, you know, don't want to fry your anything. All right, set those screws to the side. Okay. And you're gonna take off the back panel. Alright, there you go. This might be a good time to clean stuff while you're at it. Just to make sure, you know, just clean it. Alright, so here's my old drive over here. You have, oh man, it's dirty. You have, what the heck is that from? A little washer or something. Yep, whatever. Alright, so, extra piece. So this is the battery pack for the MacBook. Alright, you've got the motherboard and your RAM, the CD drive, cooling fan, blah blah. Alright, here's what we're interested in. Alright, this one is, I have a SATA here. Let me turn it around for you guys. Okay. Alright, we got a SATA 2.5 solid state drive. Alright, basically what you want to do is, hopefully you guys can see here. I'm going to use a little screwdriver. Alright, you've got two screws here. 1, 2, right there, and pretty obvious. And 2 more on this side. Alright, what you want to do is you want to take those off, take another picture if you want to, and set them to the side. Alright, so you see that the whole thing pops up once you demount the screws and then pull up that plastic tab. Everything comes up. Alright, you see, here's a mounting bracket, and like I said, take a picture of it so you know where it goes later. Trust me, that saved me quite a bit of hassle. I'll take another picture here. There we go. Photoception. Alright, so we're gonna have our cable here to connect the hard drive. So gently pull that off. Right? Make sure you don't bend the pins on it. Alright. Continue to pull that off. Alright, there you go. You know, that's what I like about Apple. Their parts, even their smaller parts, are really nice. They're made from either really high quality plastic or aircraft grade aluminum. Alright, and there it is. That was pretty simple. There's the old drive. Alright, we're going to put that to the side. This old, they seem to have these metal prongs here for mounting as well. Alright, set it to the side. Now we're going to get our new one. There you go. Alright, so the next thing you need to do is actually remove these little pins I was talking about. Right? You can't, or you're not going to be able to see with this camera, but they're actually screws that come out. But they're not Phillips head. They're like hexagon shaped thing. Sorry about my voice, by the way. I'm kind of sick. Alright, let's see. Okay, so that fits. We gotta take these suckers off. Alright. Right, so these guys that I just took off, are gonna go right back onto the sides of the new hard drive. Okay? So do that next. These guys are going to be holding the hard drive down onto the mounting brackets. If you see, they have that little arch right there. You see that? It's going to be held down by that. All right. So make sure it's on the side. There's another hole located on the top of the drive. All right. Alright, your next step is going to be attaching the pins back on to this wire strip. Alright, I believe they call it like a rainbow cable. Okay, make sure you line them up properly and just put it back on. Make sure to apply pressure evenly on both sides as to not break the pins. Alright, so we're going to slide this back in. Alright, just kind of slides in like the old cassette, back and down. Oh, I just had it. There we go. Alright, we're going to take our mounting bracket, make sure it's facing the right way, put it down. There we go. Alright, screw that deck down. Let's change that back to the Phillips head. Alright, let's put that down. Alright, so when you put that down, you've officially installed your new hard drive. Now inspect everything, make sure everything's in place, nothing's broken. Alright, everything's fine, I hope. Alright, we're good. Okay. Alright. Next, let's take our back plate back. Alright. Make sure it's facing the right direction. Alright, so we're going to put this guy back on. And alright. Yep. Make sure it's clean. Hopefully you've taken the time to clean your computers inside while you were here. Unlike me. Alright, good enough. So I'm going to make sure this is facing the same way. These notches are going to be facing the joint. Alright, now hopefully you've taken a picture or memorized where the screws go. I don't have a good memory, so it'll go back to my documentation. Alright. Okay, so stick these guys back in, and then you'll be halfway done. now that we've put this guy back together, it's time for the initial boot up. Put your stuff back. Open it. Let me adjust the camera. Ooh. Alright. Look at that. Beautiful reflection. Alright, turn the guy on. So the first thing you're going to see is this flashing thing here. Flashing file. It's telling me that it doesn't see anything, right? It needs to see some kind of drive or something so it can start booting. This is when you take your backup, right, and you plug it in. Boom. Get that in there. See what happens next. Alright, so it changed back to an Apple. And now it's loading. Okay, now the first thing you should see after the whole loading in the Apple thing, you see OS X 10 utilities, right? And over here, what I like to do first is go to disk utility here at the bottom, double click, right? And then what you want to do is select your drive, the one that you have installed in your computer. It should be this one on the top, untitled. Make sure you don't click one of these guys. So you do this one, and then we're going to do erase. Again, make sure you're not erasing your backup, because then you're really screwed. So we're going to erase that, and erase. Yes, we want to do that. You see, it's asking you if you're sure. And this will format your drive. If for some reason your computer doesn't recognize the drive that you installed, formatting it will fix the problem. Alright, since now that's formatted, we're going to exit this, and then now we're actually going to restore from backup. So go back to the top here with your time machine thing, open it, or hit continue, and it's going to tell you restore your system. Alright, read stuff, and then go to continue. Backup, yes please. Alright, it's going to tell you, it's going to ask you when, from when do you want to restore it. You just generally just pick, you know, the latest restoration. Alright, which for me is 4:09 p.m. today. Continue. Yep, that's good. Select your storage device and hit restore. Alright, it's going to give you a little warning that restoring is going to erase all your stuff you had before, blah blah, which is fine. Continue. And now it's going to start the restoration process. So after a little bit of loading, it's going to come to this restoring, okay? And this is actually going to track the progress of your restoration. I don't know, you can't see down here, but it says 1% restored. So this is going to take probably a few hours, depending on how much you actually have to restore. For me, it's probably going to take around an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours to do. Okay? And after that, everything will be restored, and you'll be back to your normal computer with the upgrade.